Hey, this is Hassan and Naila. We are that clay couple.
We counsel you to master the relationship with yourself so you can have genius relationships in the other areas that matter to you the most. Key thing is our relationships begin with the one that you have with yourself. Salam alaikum, Ola and Layla. Hello, Keisha. Salam alaikum, Mena. Okay, you know, we always talk about, oh, he's narcissist. He's so narcissist, as if men
are the only one that have narcissistic traits.
Most of the time.
Well, what up? What up?
I think with men, it's so much more noticeable because with men, it can come out in leadership traits. However, but the key thing is that both of them are self-absorbed and are attention hounds.
Oh, okay. Self-absorbed.
Yes.
And attention hound.
Yes. And that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter the gender. But there are some things that the women do.
So let me ask you this before you go into that. So in most mental health situations, there's not just one specific mental illness for a man and one that's specific for a woman.
No. Most mental health symptoms are not gender specific.
Okay. Okay.
And narcissism surely isn't. Now, there are definitely narcissistic women. Has anybody ever thought about that? Anyone? Hi. Is it Fatumata? I don't know how to say your name. I want to be respectful and say your name. Salam alaikum, Vanessa. All right, so the first thing about a narcissistic woman, and y'all, we use this phrase so much. Hate. Yes, hating on me. Well, a narcissistic woman, everybody hating on her. Everybody jealous of her.
Everybody.
Okay, she's very often the woman, who doesn't do women. You know how people who say,
I don't have a relationship with women.
I don't get along with women. And her inability to engage in sisterhood, again, of course, that's not her fault.
Right. Because
women are out to get her.
Right. They just too catty. I can't do women. Ain't that what they say?
Yeah, it is what they say. And in a relationship with the man, this is how it shows up. So, and you've seen this before. So let's say you're in the grocery store. You're in the grocery store with your wife, okay? And this woman smiles at you. You don't have anything to do with it. You over there, you trying to pick out some bananas. You just minding your business. And she checks you. Why she grinning at you? Why she smiling at you? Oh, I know you did something. Did you say something to her? Did you talk to her? Do you know her? And he will never be able to defend himself because he did something to cause
ignite that.
Right. And it doesn't matter what he says. He lying. And then she's going to tell you that you're wrong because you tried to wrong her.
Right. And now you hurting her.
Right. And that's wrong. And you don't know this woman. You're just trying to buy groceries. But everybody hating on her. And in that moment, you are too. Hi, Islam. Hello, Troy.
So let me ask you this. I got to ask this question here because this is sound like she has some social issues.
Yeah. We'll get into that though. We'll talk about how it shows up. Okay. The next thing is someone has caused her to miss out on something. Someone somewhere is blocking her success, won't give her props. She is entitled to whatever it is she's decided she's entitled to.
When we hear somebody got the evil eye on me.
Yeah, when people say somebody don't work the root on me. It's not her fault. Right. And it doesn't matter. Even if God himself has not blessed her with whatever it is that she thinks that she should have, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
She has missed out on something and it was not her fault. And y'all trying to hold her back and y'all don't recognize.
From her greatness.
And that's the other thing, is that it's not her fault. But if something does go her way, it's because she's so brilliant. I'm so genius. And y'all need to watch.
I'm magnificent.
You watch me flex. Now, the other part is she rotates between being genius and being a victim.
The hero and the victim.
Either or. Because either it's my fault because I'm so brilliant.
Right. Or either it's not my fault because you're hating on me.
Right. Because you've done something.
But you've done something to me to block this.
Exactly. Exactly. So she rotates. The other thing is, and I'm going to use the word promiscuity. Okay, you're right, Renetta. That constant evil eye rhetoric kills me. And I'm going to tell you something about the evil eye. You know how people will say, well, I'm not going to put my husband on social media. I got my new job, and I'm not going to put my job on social media. How is it that you think you can control the evil eye?
But we do understand that that's real.
We are right. I get that. The evil eye is real, but you don't get to determine what someone is going to put the evil eye on you on. You don't know.
Okay. I got what you're saying.
You have decided that somebody wants your man. And go put the evil eye on your man. And it may not be your husband. It could be your health.
Right.
It could be your finances.
Right.
It could be something that you're not, but you just so protective of this right here. And that's not even what folks thinking about. You're so scared of the evil eye. You're scared of it, but you think you can control it. I mean, really, y'all, come on, help me with the logic, man.
It sounds foolish to me.
Exactly. Again, and not saying that the eye is not real.
Right.
Not saying
you're not saying that at all.
Right. But just protect yourself from it. Generally speaking, okay, and don't think that, well, I'm gonna protect it from this, and you've shielded your marriage from the iron, and they over here, they got the evil eye got you in the hospital with a staph infection.
Toe finna fall off.
Not the toe.
The toe. The big toe.
Sound like Rabia. The other thing is that she's very often promiscuous. But I don't want people to think that means that she's out here just
sleeping around with everybody
and slinging her hips.
Right.
It also is about promiscuity. I want you to think about it as charm. Sex is just another way for her.
Sex appeal.
Yeah, that's a better way to say it. That's just another tool to attract attention. Because remember now, she's self-absorbed. Now, this is how y'all men get caught up.
Right.
Because she giving you attention. She might even be, breaking her brother off. Let's not act like it's not happening. Okay? And you think that you're in control of the situation, but she don't even like you like that.
Right.
Because she's so self-absorbed that she'll admire you and she'll flirt with you, that she'll use her feminine charms and she don't even like you like that.
Right. But you're just a means of her getting the attention that she wants.
Yeah.
It's something from you that she wants and you do not give it to her, something's wrong with you. Exactly.
And you fall for it.
Crazy.
Crazy, because she's just practicing her narcissism out on you. Sound like him, Angela. Next thing, y'all seen a woman get really big mad, and it's like, dang.
She's been blowed up for no reason at all, really.
Right. She just went from 0 to 10. Usually because she can't stand hearing no or any type of limitations. She don't want to tell her how to do it, when to do it. It's just really she doesn't want anyone dictating things about her life, even if it's good for her, though. Okay? And she will get big mad. But this is the other part. When she gets big mad and she acts up, man, it's your fault.
Right. For instance, I'm gonna give you an example here. Now, like, for instance, you're gonna be the narcissistic woman.
Okay.
You're not. You're my baby. Get a wink.
Why are you calling me baby right now?
Oh, because you are my baby.
Okay, but I'm really not feeling real comfortable with that term right now.
But we're together, so why are you not comfortable?
Okay, but I'm a full-grown woman. Maybe you should think of another word. I'm just really not feeling it. And you keep doing it. And I haven't said anything to you. Can you do something else? Because it's bothering me.
It's bothering you? Yeah. Calling you baby is bothering you?
Yes, it's bothering me.
Okay. So what should I call you?
You know what? I need for you to think of it. And if you can't think of it, you know, maybe you're not man enough for me.
I'm not man enough for you? Okay, so if I'm not man enough for you, then what is enough man for you?
Okay, well, it'll be a man that doesn't call me baby. I just need for you to figure it out. That's narcissism. Just, Leslie said, brothers need to wake up. Exactly, Leslie. She says that men are very weak for the flesh. Exactly. And I remember now, again, it doesn't have to be physical.
Right.
Right.
It doesn't have to have a physical interaction or engagement as far as sex itself. Right. It's the aspect of sex appeal.
Right. And just being able for you to be someone who's going to give her some attention.
But I want to go back to what we just did in that example we just gave. All right. And so in that, I've just made a statement saying, hey, baby, such and such and such.
But a narcissistic woman, if she decided she didn't like that statement, then you need to fix it. Because it bothers her.
It bothers her.
Right. And there's not enough room in a relationship. Troy says crazy. There's not enough room in the relationship for two people to have feelings.
Oh, so in this, she's the only one allowed to have feelings.
Yes, she's a narcissist.
Brothers, y'all see this is why I wanted this to come out today, brothers, because I'm telling you, you get caught up, and then she's gonna switch it. Sometimes they switch it all back on you and call you the narcissist.
Right, and then now you're a narcissist. Yeah, and you're misogynistic, calling me baby.
Right.
Mashallah, thank you, Yasmin. Okay, but if you call her baby and she get big mad, it's your fault. Because you should have called her baby.
You should have called her baby.
And you should know this. Why would you not know this? All right, so and this one is connected to what kind of like the scenario that you just set me up with. I didn't know he was gonna do me like that, y'all. He said this is why they're in the DSM. Troy, we totally agree with you. But this is it. Just because you're in the DSM, it doesn't mean that you're getting DSM treatment.
Exactly. And we want to make sure that y'all do understand we're just talking about some traits.
Because there are
so many
that we did not cover.
Right.
But we picked ones that we thought, okay, folks, people putting up mad faces. There are so many. Because there are so many others. There are so many others that we have not.
I mean, we won't have time. We really don't have time.
What can she do internally to stop it? Adiba, the first thing is, I would say one of the very first things that a narcissist doesn't do is they don't show empathy. And if just being empathetic, if I am an empathetic person, then my total paradigm will change.
It changes because I'm no longer the only one who is allowed to have feelings. The other person is also allowed to have feelings, and I am going to empathize with your feelings. I'm going to try to make it right with you.
Oh, you look so cute when you say that. Mashallah. What does DSM mean? I want you to, in mental health, that is like the Quran. That is the Quran
for mental health.
For mental health. That is
I get the name of it. I just forgot it just that quick.
You know, I know what the name of it is.
I forgot it.
But it has we just came out. They came out with, I said we, like I wrote it, right? They just came out, I think, with a new volume like a year or two ago.
What's it, 6 now? 6, 7?
But it has all of the diagnoses in it that are mental health.
Disorders, for disorders.
Right. For mental health disorders, for addiction, for behavior. It's really big. Okay. So, but that is what it is. So I want you to think it is the mental health Quran. All right. So, and the last.
You goofy. I like that. You really mental health Quran.
Right, because when I was in grad school.
Now, we don't want you to understand for some of y'all who going to start getting all extreme. Now, we're not equating it with the Quran.
No, but it is my guide.
But it's the guide. Yeah. Right.
It is the guide for diagnoses and symptoms.
Right. So.
Okay. So the last thing is your opinions, your thoughts, nothing about you matters. You know what I mean? I mean, because there's only one person in this relationship.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
I know what you're getting ready to say.
I ain't gonna say that.
Like if you tell her you're worried about her, you know, maybe I'm worried about your health. You know, maybe we should try. You know, maybe you should take some vitamins. Why are you worried about me? Well, you shouldn't feel that way. And if you're thinking about, let's say you're thinking about a past issue, or you know, you've got something going on. You're only doing that because you're trying to jack her up. Why are you sitting over there thinking about that? Are you out to hurt me? Why are you out to
hurt me? What did I do to you?
That's abusive. Do you know that's emotionally abusive for you to be sitting over there thinking about that? I'm not thinking about that.
Why are you thinking about that?
Right.
Why are you contemplating on my health?
Right now.
Right now. At all times, in all places, right now. I'm not. Because she'll let you know when you're supposed to be thinking about it. Exactly. Okay, Troy said that was funny. All right. I should say self-reflection and being more self-critical, less self-centered has helped my marriage tremendously. Exactly, Asha. You know, I'm going to tell you something. This is one of the things that I have learned. It doesn't sound like you narcissistic, then, sister. Right. One of the things that I have learned about marriage, like if you really want that thing to work, it requires you being so selfless. And marriage requires being selfless and forgiveness. Man, you know that stuff. That ain't gonna happen to me. Won't happen to me. Oh, don't sit here and say what won't happen to you, because Allah will test you. Right, with the various things that you. And here's something I also want to add to this is, and when we start talking about the Quran, because that you made me think about something. The revelation that we receive is really about how I can do for you, not so much what I can get from you. So the Quran by itself is something itself should go against narcissism. Right, because it tells me how I should treat another person. And so, I mean, just being a spiritually guided person in itself has no room for narcissism. Not religiosity, but being spiritually guided. Hello, Erica. Yes, Troy, the whole world is against her, and that's the first one that we talked about. Everybody hating on her. And I've had a problem with the hating thing for for a long time, because I'm like, and so what? I mean, if people are hating on you, like, how much does it really change your life? Like, I'm still going to eat dinner. You know, my kids are still okay. All right, they still got a roof over their head. Right. I mean, how much does someone else's hate for me really transform? And do I really have to be in those people's circle? Right. I mean, because you remember, I'm going to tell this. You remember when I was at that event here in Atlanta, and that sister walked up to me and let me know that she had a problem with me, and she apologized. And you know, when I accepted it and I forgave and I'm listening to her, but in that moment, that was really more for her than it was me, because I didn't know. I didn't know nothing in my life. Did you really know that sister's name at that time? Yeah. Oh, okay. I knew who she was. Okay. But I didn't know she felt that way. I mean, and okay, I was glad that she was able to say, get that off her chest. To get that off her chest. And I had the same life that I had before she told me that. Right. The minute before she came and the minute after, then nothing changed. Nothing changed. So I don't understand this hating thing. Someone said, what is the healthiest way to approach a person or spouse to let them know about themselves and that they need to work on them, to work on themselves? I said the healthiest way. First, the healthiest way is that don't do it in anger. Right. That's to be the first one. Right. Don't do it with a snipe in mind. Right. Because delivery is so important, especially with men. Delivery and respect are key for men. So the healthiest way is, and really that's for anyone. You know, don't bombard anybody, or don't how do you say? You know how some people do it. You got to do an intervention. But the other thing is, Rashida,
The other thing is in regard to what did I say? What did I just say? Oh, don't do it when you're angry. The next thing is don't flood them.
Right.
Like open up the river and just
right.
Don't give them. I can't stand this. And this pisses me off. And when you do this,
right.
Boom, boom. I mean, really, it's just really what that feels like.
Right. Right.
For another person, that's target practice.
Right.
Okay, so don't give them too much, because you know what? If they made you mad on Wednesday, you probably still gonna be mad about that same thing on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give them one thing on Wednesday, chill out, try to work that thing out.
Right.
And bring up something else, you know, a couple of days
down. Right. Let them work on that, and we get that formulated and going, and let them process through that first one. And then as you see them continue to work on that first one, then, okay, hey, here's the next one.
Right. Because the other thing that Hassan and I do is that we'll have an issue and we'll discuss that problem for 2-3 days. Because just because we're upset with one another, it doesn't mean that life doesn't stop. Look, we got clients, we got doctor's appointments, we got children.
Mm-hmm.
We got to eat.
We got to eat.
I mean, we still have a life to live.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't let that argument put us in a
right. It won't. We still have to recover and work from a position of, okay, we're going to table this for a minute, then we're going to come back to it a little later. Then obviously I'm thinking about what was said. She's thinking about what was said, so we can bring our better selves to that situation. Okay, I heard what you said. Now let me ask you this question here. When you said this right here, does it mean this or does it mean that? You know, now, yeah, does it sound real methodical what we just said? Yeah, maybe before that argument stopped, did we just really snap on one another or whatever the case may be? Probably so. You know, probably so. You know, because we're human too. But we know if we want some resolve, if we're looking for some solutions, we need to be looking for solutions versus just all this constant complaining and bickering and, you know, crying and all this old type of foolishness, because that's going to keep us right there in the mix. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say, oh, this is something that women do. Men too, but primarily women. Mainly probably even a narcissistic woman. Mm-hmm. But what we do as women, we want to resolve it right now. Oh, you gonna walk out the room? Oh, you not gonna talk to me? Mm-hmm. Oh, so this is how we want a resolution right now, and it doesn't have
to be that way.
We can now. It doesn't mean that he gets to avoid.
Right.
That they're not saying
that might be another Facebook Live. Right.
He doesn't get to avoid and run away and say, okay, we'll do it later, and later never shows up. Mm-hmm. Right. But at the same time, we don't want him to delay and not come back to it. You don't come through like NASCAR, wanting to get everything done right then. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Leslie said, communication is the number one necessity in my marriage aside from prayer. When I have something on my mind, I voice it then and there. I'm not waiting, because we agreed to not go to bed angry. Okay. And see, we don't have that. We don't have that agreement. We go to bed mad.
Right.
But because I got to get my sleep.
Right.
Y'all. We would go to bed upset with each other, but we still pretzel.
Right.
We still hold hands. Yes,
right.
We do hold hands while we sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we still hold hands.
Or I grab a leg, hold on to a leg, and, you know, she on my shoulder, and we go to sleep.
Okay, pretzel. I said pretzel. Pretzel, people don't know it. Pretzel, that like, we interlock
our legs.
Right, we call it pretzel.
Right.
Some people like, they pretzeling. They eating pretzels. We call it pretzels.
Right.
We'll lock our legs, and regardless of whether or not we're angry with each other, because we're mad, ain't nobody tapping out, Joe.
Right.
We mad, but we well, I was gonna say we good.
We're good.
We're
not good.
We ain't good.
But we know we ain't going nowhere.
And
just go to sleep on that.
And I got to get my sleep.
All right, for real. But now, and that's the thing. It sounds like you and your husband negotiated how you wanted to do your relationship, which is a great thing. Right. I'm not saying that what you and your husband may be doing is wrong. It's not. It's not, because you and your husband negotiated those terms. You talked about it. So you, both of you, have stepped up to the plate. You accepted the responsibility of what you agreed upon. You committed to it. And, congratulations to you and your husband.
Yeah, that worked out for you. But Hassan and I, we can go too long with that
back and forth. Maybe 4 or 5 hours. Man, and I ain't got time. I got to go to sleep. I got to get up in the morning. All right. I got to get up. So
okay, so we've gone over. Suhaila said deferment is cool, but most people don't come back to it and just don't want to deal with anything.
Yeah, that's another Facebook Live. I'm gonna be honest. We gonna be honest with you. That's a whole nother topic.
Right, that avoidance. Thing, because and men are classic for that.
Right,
we talked about that just before we did this.
Right, so that's a whole nother face. So stay tuned for that at some point in the future.
All right, so but just know, y'all. Men are not the only one who are narcissistic. Y'all walking around doing some of the same stuff.
For sure. Hey, but before we go, look, the marriage mindset.
Oh yes, marriage mindset. Bethesda, Maryland, the first weekend in August. Who's gonna be there? It's gonna be us and Imam Shadid Muhammad. It is one day is single.
Friday, that's Friday night.
That's Friday, and Saturday is for the adults.
For the couples.
I'm sorry, for the couples, because all of them are adults.
Exactly.
The facility, it is a private residence. It is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So we're looking forward to seeing our Maryland, our DMV, Maryland, Philly people. Yeah. Right. All right. So we'll see you all soon. And
also the Midwest, my Midwest people will be in Cincinnati next weekend. So we're looking forward to see, what's the name of the thing?
Conscious Coupling.
Yeah. Kula. Conscious Coupling.
KHOOLAH. It's on our page, y'all.
Right. Check it out.
Right. You can't see me and say you haven't seen it. But when you do see it, do this for us. Share it and let someone else.
Exactly.
Okay, Suhaila said, I'm waiting. Where is it going to be? The one next week is in Cincinnati, and the one in August is in Bethesda, Maryland. We'll post it.
Well, we've been posting it, and matter of fact, we have a page for it. What's that page? Marriage Mindset.
Yeah, I just said I posted.
Oh, you gonna post it here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We can do that on our page.
Oh. Excuse me.
Yes, they do cost.
Oh yeah.
Yes. It does. There is a cost for our event, though. We do have an installment plan that really is about to end real quickly. Right. But we do have one. So, but we'll list it here for those who are interested. As always, let us know what you think in the comments.
Yes.
You can let us. You can find us at www.thatclaycouple.com. You all are wonderful.
Thank you for tuning in.
And y'all are great about sending referrals.
Yes.
And especially when the villagers, when y'all send your people that you love and that you care about, it means a lot, because you're not going to send people that you care about just to anyone.
Exactly.
So when someone said, "This is my sister," and "This is my cousin," or "This is my father,"
or "This is my daughter," or "This is her husband,"
we appreciate it.
We definitely appreciate it.
All right, y'all take care.
All right.